You won't believe it. Today we're talking about the black sheep in the family, Jamie. While her family are all doctors, Jamie ekes out the living selling appliances. Great genes make her look handsome, yet social struggles have honed her eloquence. This talent becomes a double-edged sword in the world of love. Everyone only saw her as a heartbreaker, and she ended up losing even her job. Eventually, she switched to being a pharmaceutical rep, and that's when she met Annie. After meeting Annie, Jamie found her life's meaning and was determined to fight for her career. She wanted her family to see her growth. Although Jamie often felt worthless in Anna's eyes, she was perfect. The two began a sweet romance, worked hard, and enjoyed recording life's moments in spare time. Annie loved capturing the moments of joy and tears with her camera. She turned these moments into tapes, which transformed into warm photos that filled their home with memories of it. But this blissful time did not last for long. Anna's health began to decline. Not only did her mental state deteriorate, but even simple daily tasks became tough. When she found she couldn't even open a bottle cap, she realized how terrifying her illness was. She started to fear that Jamie would leave her, just like everyone else. That night, Jamie noticed something was off with Annie. Even though she tried to hide it, Jamie saw right through her. "What's going on? Are you trying to put on a show for me? What are you trying to prove?" "I almost packed up and went home with the doctor today." She thought scaring Jamie like this would work, but Jamie stormed out in anger. The sound of the glass shattering reflected the breaking of her heart too. Crumpling to the floor in tears, Jamie realized that Annie was pushing her away in a self-destructive way. But the sound of her cries kept Jamie from leaving. She became Annie's shelter in the storm. A few days later, they drove to Chicago for a big Parkinson's patient gathering. Subtitles. Patients here each had different symptoms: trembling hands, slow gait, slurred speech. Yet they all faced it bravely, sharing fragments of life with optimism. Some people laughed while sharing the failed cakes they had made by themselves, while others depicted the sunset outside with shaky strokes, making Annie realize she wasn't alone. Her anxiety quietly faded away in shared resonance. However, in the waiting room, Jamie met a man who shared his experiences with her. Upon learning his wife was in stage 4 Parkinson's, Jamie was eager to hear his coping strategies. However, he actually urged Jamie to hurry up and leave Annie behind, then go and find a girl who is in good health. Jamie felt a mix of emotions from what he said. She is wishing to give Annie more care and love instead. This gathering truly brightened Anna's spirits. She enthusiastically shared stories of the optimistic patients, reigniting her courage to pursue dreams. This newfound hope was rooted in Jamie's steadfast support. After returning home, Jamie began gathering all sorts of information on Parkinson's. The next day, she contacted a doctor friend and, after some hurdles, finally obtained the expert's contact details. Thus, Jamie took Annie on a whirlwind tour of city hospitals, each visit feeling like a marathon, tedious and long. They even attended high-end medical seminars in hopes of finding a glimmer of healing. However, reality always proves to be merciless. To this day, Parkinson's still has no cure, only medications available to control symptoms. As time elapsed, they gradually lost their last shred of hope. The light in Jamie's eyes slowly faded, her former gentleness consumed by anger. Watching her tense profile, Annie felt overwhelmed with helplessness and guilt. If she continued this way, not only would her health not improve, but she'd drag Jamie into a pit of misery. Feeling guilty, Annie realized Jamie was missing out on so much a bright future that could be hers. She could have chased her dreams without reservations, instead of getting lost in this endless quest for treatment. After returning home, Annie made a tough decision. She asked Jamie to move out of her apartment. The passionate romance gradually lost its direction in the biting cold of night. After breaking up with Annie, Jamie threw herself into work but lost her previous drive. Annie, on the other hand, was lost in painful memories, gazing at the photos that froze their happiest times. Those warm smiles became her only remedy against the harshness of reality. Jamie tried repeatedly to break this stalemate, but all she received was the chilling sound of notification pings. Gradually, they seemed to adjust to life without each other. Jamie got a promotion, and one day when meeting with her boss, she unexpectedly ran into Annie at a cafe, who had an unfamiliar man by her side. Jamie was momentarily stunned, her feelings in a whirlwind. All the words she had stowed away seemed to vanish, leaving only a bland hello. Nevertheless, the warmth in her heart persisted, drawing Annie in and swirling her into memories. Just then, the arrival of her boss shattered their intimate moment. Jamie's news about moving to Chicago for her promotion made it even harder for Annie to let go. At that moment, Annie turned her blessings into the resolve to leave, stepping out of Jamie's world for good. But fate is invariably full of twists and unexpected turns. The day before Jamie was set to depart, she stumbled upon Anna's left-behind camera. Pressing play, she was met with the sight of Anna's beaming smile. They'd once dreamed together, planning futures, discussing how many kids to have, and where they'd settle down. Each precious moment seemed like amber, meticulously carved by time, encapsulating their love and hope forever. In that instant, she admitted her regret and realized she truly didn't want to let go. Don't forget to like and subscribe.